What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the latest episode of Unplanned and Unashamed with Ray Money and Isaiah Pinnell. And we're recording a brand new episode of Unplanned and Unashamed. The second episode of the new year.
Man, we back, man.
Yes, sir. I heard you was doing some traveling.
Oh, man, I've been driving, man. That's all I do is drive, man. I'm a driver. Still on the highway. Gotcha. Back and forth. Yeah, man. I was back at the casino this weekend. This week from New Year's through Sunday night. And then I drove from Cherokee 3 hours and then down another 3 hours to take me over the sun to Georgia. Yeah, man. So it's a lot. And then back. So I just been in the car all the time, man.
You the road runner.
Man.
That's what you need to come out to on stage is Road Runner by Lainey Wilson, because that would throw people off.
Man, I ain't never heard that song. I'll look it up, though.
Do you know who Lainey Wilson is?
I have no clue.
She's a female country singer, and she used to have a big old badonkadonk.
Okay.
But she's lost all of that booty. I mean, it's still nice, but she's lost it because she's been touring a lot more and losing a lot of weight from, being on stage and dancing around and sweating and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I wish she would cut back on the touring and get the booty back.
Oh man, you lose your ass on the tour. I don't know what she.
She's got a case of the gone ass. That's what she's got a case of.
I don't know, man. That's interesting. I mean, because when you travel around, like you get people eating bad, so
right.
It's I don't know. When you're traveling, what do you eat? What's your place to stop? Like, where do you go when you're out of town? Is there a specific like restaurant that you, or do you do like mom and pops? You like, hey, I find something in the city.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like Cracker Barrel. So if there's like a Cracker Barrel close,
okay, that's your spot. You gonna go in there? And that's where you going? Okay.
But now, usually, if I had like the day of, I usually don't eat much until after the show's over, and then I'm like pigging out. Like I usually like snack around all day, but as far as like eating like a big heavy meal, I don't do that.
So you just wait till after the show and then you eat.
Yeah.
Oh, so you gonna get a big ass.
That's exactly right.
Eating that food and laying down on it. That's how I got big. Yeah, I don't eat until after the show. I can't eat before a show either. I don't know why. I do that same thing. I pig out at the end of the night and then I pass out. So, yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm just weird about like eating before a show because I don't want to eat like right before a show and then get nervous and then be like, where's Isaiah? Oh, he's, puking out back or, No,
I get sleepy when I eat. The itis gonna kick in and look, these shows. I fell asleep in the backstage. They be calling me to come out and I'll be gone.
You just be snoring. But yeah, that'd be that'd be what would happen if I ate a big meal before a show. Because when I get nervous, it settles like in on my stomach. So it either feels like I have to puke or take a crap. Sometimes both.
That's hilarious.
Yep, sometimes
So what?
Sometimes it's both.
You have to puke over and take a crap?
Yeah.
You done got sick? Like I don't know. I don't really I only ever got sick before a show. Not like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I don't think I've like gotten super like sick to the point where I was like, oh, I need to, run to the restroom real quick.
not like nervous sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
been sick before shows, but not like nervous sick.
Mm-hmm.
You get nervous like that when you're ready at the stage?
Not all the time, just sometimes.
Sometimes. When's the times that you say?
Like the majority, I'd say the majority of the time it happens.
You said the majority of the time.
But there's a couple times where it's easy breezy. I'd say like bigger crowds, like theater shows and stuff.
Those are the ones that make you get queasy.
Mm-hmm. Just seeing all those people.
Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. I can see that.
Because it's more pressure, I feel like. And that's what make like.
But that's the thing. Why? Why is it more pressure?
I guess it's because where it's a bigger audience.
So, just because it's a bigger, and that's why I'm like, so if it was 5 people, you'd be fine.
Yeah, if it was like 5, 10, 15, 20 people, I wouldn't get that queasy feeling in my stomach. Versus if it's like in the hundreds.
500, but if it's 500, what is so let's see, let's count by person, okay? If it went to 60 people, would it be? No,
not 60.
What about 70?
I'd say 100 and up.
Why 100? Why does it just
just because to me that's a big crowd. Like if it's over 100.
Okay. So that's what I mean. So bigger crowd. I mean, I'm just trying to break it down because I was like, whether it's, and I get it, but I was just wondering why. Like, why is it like, all right, 101, I can't take it anymore. Just get it back down to 99, guys.
Right. A couple of y'all leave the room. No, it's not like that bad where it's like, oh, if, one more person comes in here, I'm going to lose my religion.
So since it's not you can't really put a actual number on it, because if you said 100 is your actual number.
I wouldn't say it's my actual number, but that is what I would consider like a big enough crowd to where it's like, more.
Why would the I'm just wondering, why does the come when it's a bigger crowd? Why do you feel that way?
Because to me, it's more pressure to be like making sure your set goes super, super well. And you don't have as many,
So if it were 50 people, you wouldn't have that same feeling?
I would, but not as, there's a little more, I feel like the smaller the crowd, there's a little more wiggle room to test out stuff and see what works, what doesn't work.
Okay, so so is the wiggle room there? And this is me just asking you because some of this I feel the same, and then some of it I'm working through. So you feel you don't have the same wiggle room the more people?
No, I feel like if it's a big crowd, and I'm just throwing out 100 because to me like that's a big crowd. But if it's like 100 and up, then I feel more pressure for every bit to be, to land. Because if it's like 20 people and the joke doesn't land, well, and if the next show is like 100, then I'm thinking, well, what? Or not? I shouldn't be saying 100, but if the show is like multiple hundreds of people, then it's like, well, I need to refine this. That way, all those people in that larger venue is laughing at the joke.
Yeah, I got you. So it's So but if it were 20 people, I'm the pressure's not there because
it's there, but I just feel like there's more
you're
room to test out stuff.
Man, that's the reason I asked is because I was working with one of the casinos this week. I was working with one of my senior comedians, DS Sanders. Man, this guy he been doing it 30 plus years, man. I was gonna see if I can get him on a podcast. He's been doing it 30 years, and it's amazing to watch him perform. And I would put him in top 5. He's good.
Wow.
That's you just to watch and the different things that he does, and he's actually got a Netflix special on right now on there. All the Queen's Men's with I think some more when the Queens of Comedy produced it. But just to watch how he performs and how he comes up with material quick, and but so I was asking, I'm like, so what's the you get to see like now with the nervousness that you have when you say you was only 500 or I'm sorry, like 100 people or under, you get like a nervousness that comes about. And I've watched him perform in various different arenas from big to large. And it's always interesting it doesn't really seem to be, and he may be nervous in a sense, but it didn't seem like whether it was 5 people or it was the same under, he didn't seem to necessarily have I don't know if there was a change or not. I can't really tell, but yeah, he it's good. I get a chance to talk to him here and there, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch the different comics and where you see your marker is for what's gonna. All right, this is what's gonna make me refine the joke.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Now, once I get up on stage and like I get the first couple laughs, it's pretty much fine from there.
You get rid of
right. It gets rid of a little bit of that like anxious feeling, and I think more of it is like the anticipation and stuff of just like going out there and like seeing a bunch of, because I'm from like small town Appalachia. And the town that I come from, the population is like 518. That's it.
5-8. Oh yeah. Everything big to you.
Yeah, everything
coming out. That's the people in your city.
Like when we moved to Hickory, I thought, well, daggone, this is a big city. And I mean, it is a bigger town, but it's not like.
Hey, I had a comic that I had brought to Gastonia one time, and he's like, "Hey man," he said, "Y'all buildings so short, you couldn't jump off one and commit suicide."
See, if I lived in Gastonia, I would be thinking like, "Oh, this is a big town," you know.
Man, well, he said, "Y'all ain't got no skyscrapers." He said, "Best you can do is twist your ankle if you jumped off the building." That's just ridiculous, man. I don't know. You say you've been when did you move to Hickory? How old were you?
I was 14, I think.
Oh, so you got a chance to actually see the actually understand the city size where you were at. You could actually you traveled around a bit. So
well, before we moved to Hickory, we lived at the beach for a little bit, like about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved up here to Hickory, and we lived in this town called Morehead City, and I thought that was a big town, and it is a decent town, but it's not like, wow, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's a decent sized town. And I thought we was living in the city then.
Oh, word. Nah, man, I moved to Charlotte, man. This is it's very interesting. I had never been to the city. Yeah, I come from Alabama, man. We ain't hardly have everything's local. So,
Gotcha.
everybody shops. Everybody about in the city. You almost, some of the cities are growing up, the towns are growing now. So, but, from the barbers to everybody know everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the, if you had to guess, what's the population of your hometown in Alabama?
I don't know now, because the college has grown so much.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just pretty much Troy everything. Troy University, you name it. Their campus is huge, man. Yeah. So I probably I couldn't tell you, man, because I can't look at it probably too loud. I have to Google it or something.
Gotcha.
Because there's when schools and such, there's loads of college students that come into the city, but when the area is dead whenever school is not in session, so because there's not much, many activities or anything. I can't say that. There, people still put on stuff there. I put on comedy shows there, and other people have done other plays and shows and musical stuff that are not there, but it's not as frequent as some of the larger cities.
Gotcha. Yeah. So would you say Troy's is a city or just
it's a city? I mean, it's categorized as a city.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's just not. It's not like activities that are there. It may be 2 or 3 activities. I can't say that. Maybe like 5. I'll just say 5. And there's some church activities, and then some, normal bar doing something there. A couple bars doing something, and then maybe 2 other promoters doing something. When you go to a city like Shorter, it's like hundreds of people are doing stuff. So you got a huge variety of stuff. You ain't got just these 2 promoters doing something, and they got the only 2 venues that are really the nice venues that you you know what I'm saying? So, but a place like, Charlotte or Gastonia, even by the man, there's people doing stuff all the time, and I mean, so it's that's the difference. You getting a variety, a large variety of stuff to do. Just surely the number of people that are willing to do it and create the entertainment and stuff there. So without that, you can't really see, because it's not always hustling and bustling where people are out and about and night activities all the time. Like the city now is putting on activities like Troy Fest and stuff like that, where they'll have, they have comedians and they'll have musicians. They'll do it downtown. So they're growing the entertainment now to bring people out, make people more, you hang out with your neighbors, the people that are living in your city, community involvement.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing. These small towns that do have it, like I was in I live in a few different places in North Carolina, so. And each little town that I've lived in, they've always had their own little thing, but it's not like so I was never a huge variety of activities to do. So.
Gotcha. See, the town that I'm come from, there's 0 activities to do.
Someone's doing something.
There's 0 activity.
It's probably it's at somebody's house.
Oh yeah, it's at somebody's house, but
40 people in the backyard. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be some of the best time. I did a show one time for I called the place Wakanda, man. It was just loads of black people, and there was a nice little area here. And they had, and all the families, a bunch of retired military guys. They would they just all neighbors, and they just would go each house during the pandemic, and everybody, kids, they get blow up houses and play basketball. and they do this the whole from house to house, and I was like, well, maybe they was like, yeah, we quarantine as a community. I was like, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, like nobody ever went out, and they just enjoyed themselves, and boy, they always send somebody groceries and stuff. I think that's pretty interesting.
That is a neat idea.
Yeah, so that was the I had never seen anything like that. I was like, that's pretty cool, man. Where you just the fact that you know that many people in your area. Like I don't know too many people. when I guess once I left my small town, like you knew everybody, and now I don't know everybody in your neighborhood or in the city. Hello.
Yo, hey, do you hear that, Isaiah, in your background? Whatever that is, need to turn that off, bad. It's awful. I can't. It's all over the recording. If you could, please.
Alrighty.
I don't know if you're like actively like washing clothes in your room or whatever. It sounds like.
My boy got it.
It sounds like he's in a fucking washing machine.
Is it still buzzing?
No.
Alrighty.
I don't hear it now. Do you? Right?
What was it?
Clicked. It clicked. Dude, it clicked on. I was like, the fuck is that?
I think it was the oven.
I thought it was in my house. I thought there was something going on in my house.
Man, I
had to hit your mute button to figure out where it was. Anyway, it's fine now. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this in too. By the
way.
Oh, you're not editing this?
No, I'm not editing this out for the viewers,
man. Look,
for the listeners.
Keep it a buck over here, man. Look, whatever's happening is happening in the background.
It is unplanned. This is the epitome of the unplanned part of this podcast.
Y'all, look.
And obviously unashamed too.
Y'all be trying to put on, and I be with it. Whatever I'm doing, y'all coming on the journey. That's whatever I'm doing. Hey, we at the store today. Whatever in the background, the kid gonna be running in the back. Y'all gonna see. We ain't playing none of this. But we ain't finna edit none of it out. We ain't ashamed. Y'all ain't never had any the kids walk in on y'all.
Kid free since 82. All right.
Kid free since 82.
Actually, it's 80. It's 80.
Since 80?
Since 80. Good. I used to say kid free since 83, but I can't. That doesn't.
Oh, my bad.
You know.
But bad example, just because Mr. Rich, I ain't got no kids.
Mr. Rich,
we're working on it.
Hey, that's it, man. That's how you do it when you ain't got no. Man, that's what I said. I drove to Georgia, man. Just half of my budget goes to driving, man. I put in a lot in vehicles, man. That's just a half a vehicle. Yeah.
What vehicle do you drive?
Man, I drive a truck, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That junk, that's all you do is I got sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I be telling them, look, this is what I'm playing. I got 4,000 things to do. Like I don't know how y'all everybody be keeping up with stuff. I be having so much stuff to do, and I be trying to write it down, but my mind be going everywhere, and then I lose the note.
So you don't have like a calendar or anything that you just write it down on?
I do, but then I lose the calendar.
Yeah. You lose the calendar.
So now I spend another 5 minutes looking for the calendar, man.
Well, you need something that you can like hang up on your wall. That way you don't lose it.
Man, look, we just got these walls. Nah, like I got big like posters now. Like I laminated some poster boards because I would use them I had like huge like like dry erase boards. I went and got some cut at like the hardware store, so I can use it. I using it right, but now I guess I'm just using to make notes and to write, just so I don't actually gotta go from let me get the oil change. That is most people. Other people got a bunch of shit they have to do too. I just be like, I don't know how they keep up with it. Cause even when I write it down, I be losing notes. Kids done move my note. That's the thing when Moose don't have this. When he put his remote down, that remote gonna be there.
That remote stays right where it is.
It stay where it gonna be until he decide or his wife decide to move it, and they gonna put it right back on that coffee table. The remote at my house could end up under the bed somewhere. In another room.
It could wind up in a nightstand.
Oh, yeah, go in the laundry room. What?
It's in the laundry basket with the dirty towels.
That's the difference there. And they be like, hey.
That's why so we have a Fire Stick. And
boy, that Fire Stick remote gonna end up anywhere.
It does end up anywhere. But where we have a puppy, he would like get a hold of the remote and chew it. So finally I just said, screw this. And I downloaded an app on my phone that connects to the TV, and you can use it's like a remote on your phone, kinda.
The phone remote where you download an app.
Yeah, it's a Fire TV remote. And you download it on your phone.
Yeah. Wonder if they got like smart where you can do it for any TV. Do they work for? Is it just for the Fire Stick, and you gotta have the internet to connect to it, or can you connect it like directly to a TV, like what's the IVR or something like that?
Oh, the app. Well, ours is. That's a good question, because I know like the app that I have is specifically for a Fire TV.
See, that's the thing. My TVs ain't smart. These ain't smart TVs. These regular TVs. It came with ain't no connecting these to the internet. Nah, we got no. They got a.
You still have the big bulky TV with the thing behind it.
Nah, I ain't got. Well, I do got one of them. It's got a VCR on it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
How old is that one?
I don't know. It was I had a long time, and I think it's in my parents' house.
Gotcha. Lord, I haven't watched a VCR in a long time. It's been, I think the last VCR I watched is I found this tape that my dad had, and it was Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park, I think. And that was like 11 years ago.
What? Kiss Meet? You said Kiss Meet, and that's a what, VHS you got?
It was a VHS.
Man.
And it's Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park. I think that's the name of it. It came out in like 1980.
Was
and
it like
the movie?
It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie with the guys from Kiss, and they're in their makeup and everything, and it is terrible.
Phantom of the Opera, but Kiss version.
No, this was like at a amusement park, and they're fighting like this bad guy and stuff, and it's a terrible movie. Like, it is very low budget. It's a terrible movie. Like, but it'll make you laugh at like how terrible it is.
Well, it was a good movie then.
Because like when they're going like up in the air, you can see the guide wires pulling them up and stuff. Like, it's terrible.
Like one of the original, like when they had Batman at first, when you could pow and then knock them over.
No, I would say it's worse than that.
Or was it what them shows be coming on? Star Trek
Yep, Star Trek.
And then you see the spaceship doors open, and it's just them coming in off a side door of a regular house. Like, it ain't like a regular house, but it looked like a stage.
Right.
Like the TV show looked like an actual stage when they do the stuff on these TV shows like that, or the movies where they got a bad quality. But the show be good though.
It's like that, except I'd say 10 times worse. Because the acting is bad, and I mean everything about it is just awful. But it'll make you laugh at how bad it is.
What's the name of
it? I think it's called Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, or something like that. And they're all in like, Gene Simmons is dressed up as the demon. Ace Frehley is dressed up as oh crap, what was his name? What was his character's name? I can't remember.
Oh no.
But they're all dressed up in character. Spaceman, that's it.
Spaceman. I'm gonna look at it now. Okay, where you find Spaceman at?
No, that was his character's name. Like,
oh, that was
when
the character?
they come out. Yeah, when they would put on the makeup and stuff.
Do they have it available? Like, can you find it on YouTube?
Yeah, I bet you could find it on YouTube. But yeah, this is like...
It's a Kiss in the what?
I think it's Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And I think it came out in like 1979 or 1980. It's when they still had the makeup. Like, right... It might have been like right before they took it off.
1978. You got it right on. Like, this is I just wanted to see the quality. Hold on.
Oh, it's trash quality. Like, it's terrible.
So this is... He looked like every other video that came out during just the quality. I'm not listening to the music though, but I'm gonna probably go back and watch it.
Oh, you'll get a laugh out of it because it's just so terrible. But yeah, they're all dressed up. You got Gene Simmons, he's dressed up as the demon. Paul Stanley's dressed up as Star Child. Ace Frehley is dressed up as Spaceman, and then Peter Criss, he's dressed up. But yeah, and then I think, let's see, what else did I used to watch on VHS? I used to have all those like kid movies, like The Incredibles and stuff.
You had all them.
I used to.
What from? Like the was it Disney? Is that it? That's not Disney.
No, that is Pixar.
Pixar.
I tell you, Minions? No, I've never watched Minions. What? That came out when I was a little bit older, and I wasn't into that stuff.
Oh, you too big, you too grown for the Minions.
Yeah, I'm too grown for the Minions.
Hey, that's a joint there.
Yeah, I'm too even when I was little and would watch like VHS tapes and stuff, I would watch The Incredibles and then I would turn around and watch the Titanic.
Oh, you gotta you like love stories.
Hey, that movie can make me teary-eyed sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie, that movie can make me teary-eyed.
Which part?
At the end, when she's like, "Let's go," of him, and he starts floating down to the bottom.
So, are you crying because he's dying, or are you crying because it's a sad story and it was a sad love story?
Both. I'm crying at both. And she's saying,
"Oh man,"
and she's going, "Bye, Jack, or something."
Oh man. Oh man, you want to watch somebody struggle on a headboard? My boy, you want to watch him sip water slowly? That's it. And you crying.
That's exactly right. And even when I was little too, like in kindergarten, when I first watched Titanic.
Yeah, I watched Titanic in kindergarten.
I did, because my parents had it on VHS.
Well, you were 5.
Listen, when I was in kindergarten, I think it was my dad had a VHS of Roots, and I really wanted to watch Roots, but they never would let me. And I was like, "Why? It can't be that bad." Like, I was real little, and I was like, "Well, I think I should watch it. It can't be that bad."
So you mean to tell me he said, "Hey, take this VHS. I want you to go watch these people drown on a boat." Yeah, you 5. Nah, just
and I remember it had like it had 2 VHS tapes because the movie is so long. It all couldn't fit on one tape.
Man, I think this is where I messed up. I watched that movie too. I watched that movie a lot. I don't know. I guess my grandmama. It was one of her favorite movies, so she would play it a lot. And we only had the one TV. I ain't making no excuses, but I don't know, man. It got the movie was so long. I got to the point I started to not like the movie for a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because you watch movie 9 hours.
It is a long movie. And then the 10 Commandments, that's another one that had like 2 VHS tapes or something like that.
What?
The 10 Commandments with Charlton Heston.
I never seen it. No.
Where he plays Moses?
Mm-mm.
That's like the best movie about Moses.
Maybe I did. I don't know. It's probably been a long time. I remember. That's one of them long movies.
Oh, yeah, it's a long movie. I think it's over 3 hours.
I think what is it? It's because one lot of action. I like action movies. I guess it was. What's another long? Like Marvel movies are that long.
Right.
They're like, 3 hours? Well, no, I can't even say that. How long is Titanic?
I think Titanic is a little over 3.
Yeah, that movie felt like it took a week to watch.
It is a long movie. Yeah, even when I was little, I wanted to watch all that old stuff. And I was like, "Oh, it can't be that bad."
You watch Westerns?
Oh, yeah. When I was real little, I used to watch a bunch of John Wayne and Clint Eastwood and stuff. And still to this day, I don't like, now that I'm older, I don't like John Wayne's acting, but I love the stories.
I feel.
Because you learn a lot about, what it means to be a man and stuff, and, how to stand up for yourself. And
what you learn, Isaiah? What you learn it mean to be a man and stand up for yourself?
I mean, you learn how to be respectful, but at the same time, don't take any crap off of anybody.
You right.
Like that is the quintessential thing, like John Wayne character in every movie. There's a couple times where he's a butthole, but I mean, every now and then, like most of his movies, he's very respectful. And then when somebody messes with him, he gets violent real quick. He's like, I ain't taking crap off anybody.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then in the shoe disc,
you can't do that now, though.
Right.
That's the only problem, man.
And then in the shoe disc, where he's like, I won't be wronged, I won't be insulted, I won't be laid a hand on. I don't do these things to others, so I expect the same thing from them. I don't know. I think that's a good statement.
Like what? What you mean is what is?
Like that line that he says in the shoe disc.
What do you say?
Where he's like, I won't be wronged, I won't be insulted, I won't be laid a hand on, I don't do these things to others, and I expect the same thing from them. Basically, treat others how you want to be treated.
Yeah, golden rule.
And he, you know, made it this big, drawn out line in a movie.
I feel.
But in a nutshell, he is saying the golden rule. And that's why I like John Wayne movies.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. But I guess the only thing is, man, what you find out is that when these people say, hey, treat people the way you want to be treated, you don't know how they want to be treated or how you want to be treated. Right. You want to be treated differently than they want to be treated. So it's interesting. Moose.
We hollering at Moose.
I thought you meant something. Sorry, that was an old message. My bad.
Oh,
he's reading that message from
I just saw the message
20 minutes ago.
We'll be right back.
Peace.
Yep, he's reading. You reading an old message.
Oh, my bad.
That's when we was having the technical difficulties with the buzzing and stuff. And we couldn't find out where it came from.
I got you, man.
And then we realized it was my oven. And that is the epitome of the Unplanned and Unashamed podcast. And this has been another episode of the Unplanned and Unashamed podcast.
Man, we be on here rambling sometimes. Sometimes we got some good shit. Sometimes we just talking. But come back, y'all getting to know us. Y'all get to see all the behind the scenes and the front scenes.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Unplanned and Unashamed podcast. If you like what you've heard, make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and follow. And we'll see you on the next episode.